It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. He's coming in well-rested off the bye week. It's the Broncos and the Vikings, and it's all up next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team.
Let's go.
Run, no matter what, I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort.
Sheesh.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Smacked him.
Carr going to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete. Well, this defense, Charles, really
bruised
played
hand
well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw again on second down. Carr, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Both feet down. Yes, sir.
And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Hurts. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Hurts. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Faster.
On 1st down, Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it is caught.
Get out of here, bro.
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Let's go.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action. Here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike.
And Nathaniel Hackett apparently disagrees with the ruling on the field. And he's going to... So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Right back to Jalen. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. That throw into the arms of Allen.
Jaylene.
Yeah. I pressed X to catch the ball. I was trying to catch him to be down.
You're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands. Myers connects on the PAT. It's now 14-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. The fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well. Now they've got that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On 2nd and 15 now. Hurts. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, Gardner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, I knew that shit was
and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Already have 2 touchdowns. How about that drive kill of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Carr now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
God damn, bro.
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by GW23.
Nope.
Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. 2nd down, back to Sanders. Get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a game of 26.
Coach organization, but where it usually starts when you start making changes, it's going to be at the quarterback position.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like, you know, just looking at yesterday alone, the first interception was a little out route. It was hot. There was pressure coming. There was no correction, no slide.
Oh, I definitely don't want to watch this.
The receiver on the same page. The next one, you got Pittman coming.
It's week 8 of the 2023 season. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. He got a chance to rest and heal up last week on the bye. It's the Broncos and the Vikings on EA Sports.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football. And we're under bright blue Colorado skies and Empower Field at MileHiiiiiii in Denver. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaughan alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle.
And off we go from Denver. From the 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this is Carr, first catch for Keenan Allen. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking to set runs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They'll run for it. Cook. That's a room to run now. And he'll
Yes, sir. My boy.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Every yard is yours. Dial in. Go get them. Go get them all.
Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
My boy.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Look at that.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw his car. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a... 22. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Taking it about the 16. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Hurts throw caught by Olave. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Carr. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Andrew Booth picks it off. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
What now?
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Woods. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline. So it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They go play action with Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're running quickly once more. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Carr now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. Myers' kick is good. And they'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. So this will be a penalty, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it. Punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Fucking get up.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. His guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Bro.
On 2nd down, but it'll line up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 35-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Oh, my goodness.
He couldn't reach back for it.
The touch and time here are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing.
Hurts fumbles it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
all the way home for the Broncos score. Keenan Allen, 37 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It's the play now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they're out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Faster.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Carr going to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Carr. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Damn, that's the catch he makes out of all of them.
Bro, that's what I be saying.
First down, Hurts. He targets and a loose ball.
Oh my God.
And the offense is
thank you, bro.
On it inside the 5-yard line. And now before the ball
trying to
changes
go no
hands,
hitter.
we're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
He's down, so I want this.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned.
That's fucked up that they
got
to start
down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to...
Just played some Apex.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Hurts. Touchdown!
I thought he dropped that.
Evan Ingram, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the draw, here's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
What down?
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Alexander Madison, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough, and they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Will Fuller, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Trevor Lawrence leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
To see the highlights. I'm tripping.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Oh.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Now
it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Goes out there interacting with the football players. He didn't even take him to the ground.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage and scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to Dillon on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Oh.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Carr. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Carr now to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And it's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He completes it to Olave. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hurt! Right there, Hurt! Check match.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Oh.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down. It's right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Welcome back now to Denver. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. Third down, here's a run by Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Check. 7 Pirates. Trap 60. 60 Maverick.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Another turn for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, it's Cook again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The slot man in motion right. Throwing is Hurts. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get 8 out of this before being 28.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give running left, it's Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Carr.
Oh.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They go back to the ground with Sanders. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This for the lead in the final stages.
Yes.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On the jump.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Cook again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Panther 60, Panther, Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
They run again with Dillon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Ooh, he made that one, David. It's a touchdown. Wow,
Evan. They're going to win the football game right now.
I don't know how many more of these it can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're... everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Completes to Njoku, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
One final try now for Carr. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
Outside.
So for the Vikings, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Denver, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.